I think if I had to pick someone specifically, the person I would pick, and in honor of Black women in comedy at the Tribeca Performing Arts Center, I have to give a shout out to two women. Actually, the first is Marsha Warfield. And Marsha Warfield, again, if you're from the way back, she was the bailiff on Night Court way back in the day. But I remember seeing a clip of her stand-up, and at the time, you know, I was a kid, but this was a Black woman. She's the first Black woman I saw in front of a brick wall. And she just stood there effortless. Like, I don't give a damn effortless. And she was grown, and she spoke her piece, and she didn't care whether you got it or not. Either get in the car and go with her or get out. And I just remember absolutely loving her strength and her confidence. And she was funny on top of that. So bonus. I think my second, in terms of who specifically influenced me, was Dr. Bertice Berry. I saw her way after I saw Marsha Warfield, and I believe the show was Joker's Wild. I could be right or wrong about that, I'm not sure. What stood out to me more was I saw, for the first time, an intellectual Black female comedian, and I mean unabashedly intellectual. Like, she led with it, didn't apologize for it, didn't diminish it, didn't dumb it down. That's dangerous doings here in America. But I loved it. I loved her. And she doesn't do stand-up anymore. She's a lecturer, speaker, author. You know, there's a lot of things going on in her skill set, which I also admire. And so she's got a lot going on many levels. But I remember how much she influenced me as a stand-up, you know, that there are all kinds of truth when you get on stage. And just because your truth is different from someone else's doesn't mean it's diminished. And that be who you are and be on stage and be funny with who you are, who you really are. And I'll always love her for that.